Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of my WarThunder playthrough. Today, we're going to be carrying on with our British tree. As you might have remembered from my previous stream, we managed to unlock one of our 2.0s. I think we've got our first dark class. And today we'll probably look at getting the next Fairmile. Once we got the Fairmile done, then there's only one more ship in the 2.0, and then I'm going to be swapping this 1.7 lineup that we've got for a 2.0 BR lineup. I think we'll probably stick to the bombers that we've currently got. It's just better that way. They have the best ordnance up until we get to about 3.0, 3.3. So we'll be carrying on with that. For those of you paying attention, you'd have noticed that background's different. As you can see, there is now a nice black backdrop, no longer the curtains that look like they come from your grandma's house. Yep, yeah, this is how we learn, how we get going. And we're looking at the stream quality right now, trying to find a way to smoothen it out a little bit. Still looking at FTL as a protocol to stream from, and then better lighting as well, better angles. So your feedback is always welcome. Thank you Sauceman for your feedback, thank you Scourge for yours, thank you Neil Craig Musto, excuse me for butchering your name, Neil Craig Musto. Thank you for your feedback. It is always welcomed and your support is greatly appreciated. Another interesting thing that I learned in the last week or so is that it's impossible to stream without electricity. Duh. So Saturday evening Saturday afternoon we had a very nice family stream with my daughter and myself. We were playing Ark. And just as I was getting ready for the next episode of our WarThunder playthrough, our power died. Not just ours, the whole streets. Turns out that one of our neighbors has a tree growing against the fencing, or not the fencing, the wiring. And yeah, he's been told numerous times by the whole street and the council to actually cut it, which he hasn't, and that resulted in a short and some electrical damage up and down the line. So we were without power for about just under 24 hours, and obviously being an evening stream, phones weren't charged, nothing was ready, so I couldn't even let everybody know. So apologies for that. That is there is a saying, TIA, this is Africa. But anyway, enough of that. I am sure everybody is very keen to see where we're at and carry on. So let's do exactly that. Right, so those that can remember, we managed to unlock our first Dark class. That's the one with that 114mm mortar launcher. It should be interesting to see how that plays out. Then we are moments away from unlocking the Fairmile B. Now this is, in my opinion, a much more relevant Fairmile than the current Fairmile that we've got. It's 1.3 for a reason. It's very special. It's only got that Hotchkiss cannon at the back that's worth anything, and then the Lewis machine guns are completely useless. So there's that. This one, however, has got 3 20mm on the back as well, and they've moved that Hotchkiss cannon to the front. So a very, very good move there. And then we'll be targeting our first big fat boy, the Isles class. Hopefully we can try and unlock these two classes tonight, which means that our next stream will have a 2.0 lineup. Just reminding everybody of the aviation tree. We're currently busy unlocking some of the Wellingtons. They are the only bomber really worth mentioning. The ordnance of the Sunderlands are pathetic, if we're being honest. 4 500-pound bombs at its best. Where the Hampton that we currently have a look at the secondary loadout there. We have 4 1,000-pound bombs. We can even add those 2 additional 500-pound bombs. We haven't done that. I don't know how I feel about adding them. It's almost counterproductive. I tell you what, let's try and add them tonight. Let's do that. I will select those for our playthrough tonight. I believe that they will be wing mounted, because the rest, yeah, there they are on the wings. The rest is in a holder just underneath the Hampton itself. Alright, it looks like everything is a go. Network seems to be more or less stable. Your feedback is, as always, very welcome. Please let me know how the sound levels are. Let me know what you think of the new layout. And here we, oh yes, before I forget, the MGB-61 was the latest ship that we unlocked. It's got 4 12.7s, and they really eat through anything that does not armor. And anything that's well armored, this 40mm Rolls-Royce cannon, it's decent. It's all right. It's definitely not an American 40mm that just fires forever and ever and ever, but it does the trick. It's got a very small clip, so it fires and reloads and fires and reloads, and the crew, as you guys can see, is very low. So overall, the best use of the ship is face forward and annihilate whatever you can with those 12.7s before you get taken out. Still, it's a wonderful lineup. It's just got wooden hull, wooden superstructure, wooden hull, wooden superstructure. But without further ado, we're gonna get going. At some point, I might take a wee break just to see whether Facebook and YouTube are playing nicely. All the music that you hear is royalty free. However, I found in the previous play that Facebook decided to mute my channel about halfway through, believing that I may or may not be using somebody else's music. Now, the playlist I play is royalty free, so let's hope that they play nice tonight. Let's take out the MGB as our first ship.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
If you guys like what you see, go check out my YouTube channel where I've got replays of all the streams. Check out my Facebook profile. Pretty soon there'll be a Facebook group, and thereafter you won't be able to access my personal Facebook account anymore, so it's a bit of a open alpha invite program if you want to see it that way. Let's see if we can do anything against this. It's a little too far. Use 12.7. Oh yeah. Oh, ooh, okay, we managed to hit something. This thing is coming at us at a long speed. Come on. Ooh, that, yeah. Thank you for featuring yourself. I will definitely take advantage of that. And next up is this G5. I must have overheated my cat. Come on. Okay, thank you very much. I am in trouble. I am in a lot of trouble. Yeah. These guys and their torpedo. That's the one negative about the MGB, is it is through and through a gunboat, which means that there's no torpedoes, nothing whatsoever. Oh, come on, reload now. Come on, make your turn, make your turn. Oh, taken out. Yeah, the crew here isn't very strong. I think there's only 14 crew members in this boat. But it got us to Hampton. Let's see how those bombs were. Yes, let's give them a shot. See if it's worth anything. For those of you that have just joined, welcome. We are doing a British naval playthrough. We're actually doing a whole naval playthrough of WarThunder. The first season is a British naval playthrough. Spoiler alert, we will probably be looking at the Italian fleet next, so stay strapped in for that. Will probably be once we are out of our beta program and into our live. Ooh, there are so many things heading our way. We are in trouble. Let's see if we can. No, that's not gonna happen. Now let's try that one. Whoa, so much of lag. I died. No. No. But why? Packet loss. No. Yeah, 3% packet loss. There we go. Just one. Oh well. Thank you, Gaijin. As I said, for those that have just joined, welcome, and sit back, grab yourself a cup of coffee, something warm to drink. If you're in the northern hemisphere, grab yourself something cool, and sit back and enjoy. That thing is very fast. I think that's the culprit that we were trying to bomb before Gaijin destroyed us. Let's try a little bit of an artillery strike just for good luck. There's too many targets. Indecisiveness is not my friend. Go away. Oh, you see, there it is again. That murderous lag. That is not going to serve me any good. So try and get a couple of the surface targets. Let's. Is this guy going to? Yeah, no, he is going to. Thank you. Check, please. Where'd his torpedo go? If I kill him, does that mean his torpedo stops coming as well? That's news to me. Yo. Something just. Yeah! Don't see me. that was probably not the wisest thing to start attacking, because that has that formidable 40 mil American 40 mil. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Come on, let's try and see how much damage we can do to this thing before it sinks us. Does it know we're here? Oh, what a terrible. Ah, there we go. It obviously doesn't know we're here. There's another one. Oh, there's an empty one. Let's learn to aim. Let's learn to aim. Okay, now let's reload. No. Oh, I can hear those bombs coming my way. Oh, yes, thank you. This Vosper is owning it tonight. Yeah, this will probably not end well. Maybe we can take out the front cannon. Ooh, I can feel it. I can feel it. I am feeling it. Yeah, no, I'm feeling it. This is the end of the world as we... I'm alive! How am I alive? I don't have sound, but that's okay, because I'm alive somehow. What did we do? What did we eat? Popeye's on fire, and Popeye just crashed. No. No, Gaijin, no. 9! Why? Why? Alright, we had a good run there. Fighters are still useless. So I guess we'll have to take out our Fairmile. I can hear from the sound that something isn't happy. Hello, Ofleur. Good to see you guys online. Welcome. If you just joined, this is WarThunder. And we're doing a naval playthrough. Hello, Scourge. Welcome. It's nice to see you guys on. We are dealing with some fun Gaijin technical challenges. Ever since they released the latest update, it has not been the most stable game. Sound glitches are something that comes up quite often, but we will prevail, and I hope to provide some interesting content for everybody tonight. So sit back, grab yourself something to drink, and enjoy. Just want to see. Oh, no, it looks like we are having some technical challenges, so I do believe that I'm just going to restart the game. So let's do that. Anybody else feeling the cold? I went outside with the dogs today. We have dogs, beautiful Labradors. And we went for a bit of a walk, and this wind picked up just as we came home, and it was freezing. I have to say, South Africa's got very temperate weather, but we're not geared for cold winters. I think most northern hemisphere countries, they're geared for the winter. Double glazed windows, better ceiling doors here, because through the year we've got such nice weather that we want to be outdoors. We want the outdoors to come indoors. In fact, it gets so hot sometimes that we have to have air cons on. And South Africans generally really enjoy being outside. Now, in the winter, those same let's live outdoors houses really suffer from the cold that we do. And we get like 6 weeks of cold, so we can't really complain. And the cold is good for killing some bugs and normalizing the weather a little bit. So it has its perks. It's just really uncomfortable, especially when 300 of the 360 days you have awesome weather. Okay, and it looks like we either won or did enough damage to unlock our Fairmile. So that is good. We're gonna order it, buy it, but we're not going to crew it yet. We're gonna wait until we have one more 2.0. Yeah, let's get the aisles. We're starting to research. Okay, MGB is fully kitted out. How's the sound? How's the music? And how's my voice? I managed to get myself compliments of Red, Green, Blue. They've lent me a microphone, so hopefully the sound quality is much better than what it has been. Please let me know how it is, and let me know how the balance between game sound, my sound, and music sound is, what I can turn up, turn down. And ultimately, right now, we're currently just focusing on something a little bit more entertaining. So it's a sit back and relax type of stream. We're not really doing much of an educational thing just yet. Not on that level. Especially with naval. Once I feel that I have enough to teach, I will start sharing some of my wisdom. But up until that point, sit back, relax, grab something warm to drink. Skirge, you say that your place is called, oh yes, a gas heater. Now you're talking. I'm strongly considering getting one as well. Having a gas heater in the house is almost like cooking on gas. It's just a different story altogether. Okay, let's do this. So if I remember correctly, this map has very nice and smooth water on the insides of the islands. So we're going to try and make our way towards the insides as quickly as possible. Yeah, you see, I'm going to be very exposed. This island in front of us should hopefully stop the red team from destroying us, which means we may have the opportunity to get in a bit more close and personal. And with these 12.7mm 50 cal guns, when you get a bit close, you can do some serious damage. Okay, so we're making our way towards A. It does, however, look like the whole world decided to spawn at A, so I'm a bit concerned about what's going to happen at B, especially if the red team decided to all spawn at the bottom of the map. They were already capturing B. How is that possible? Well, I suppose some of these lower tier, faster ships really has a way of getting there quickly. Alright, let's do some artillery. I do think we should probably try and target there. Okay, here we go. Let's get some into the action. No, I'm sorry, dude. You don't stand a chance. Ooh, sneaky like that. Okay, I like it. I like it. Ooh, no way! I just got torpedoed. Well done. Okay, surprise of the century there. Okay, I am going to try and support B. So let's see if there's A is completely overwhelmed by our team. B looks like it's desperately in trouble. It's going in behind the wall. I'm going to just try and get some torpedoes out. He's on row. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's lead this guy. Do some damage. Alright. There's a sneaky ally trying his luck. Nope. He's out. There's a much less sneaky ally trying his luck. Come on. Come on, lead it. Lead it. Come on, I'm hitting you. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Yeah, no, he's in a bad way. Thank you. Check, please. Alright, let's go for this T-51. See, it's a little bit more armored, but I think the Vosper's got those 20 mils. So if I can avoid being hit by what sounds to be heavy AA, yeah, that's not great. I think that thing is armed with 88 mil. I'm getting pummeled. I'm getting pummeled. Oh, there goes the sound again. Come on, Gaijin, fix your game. I just think that in naval there are so many sounds playing at the same time that I am on fire and I am hurting. Yeah, no, it hit me again. There we go. As I was saying, I think in early stage naval, there's just so much happening that the sound drivers just keep on crashing. This is definitely something that has to go into a crash report. Stunning visual, beautiful. No, it looks like we have the same problem again. And it's the whole game freezes up and starts to create some very interesting effects that are not conducive to anybody's gameplay. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Right, we will be right back.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets. The enemy ship sank. Threat in the air. The enemy ship sank. The enemy is burning.
Right. So that was embarrassing. Thank you, Scourge. I've been talking to myself, literally talking to myself, because I managed to mute my microphone while I was trying to fix what Gaijin broke. So thank you for that feedback, Scourge. The moment looked very special. Yeah, I was introducing Chewie to the world. So just for everybody else's sake, what you saw was Chewie. Chewie is our long-haired Labrador, and pretty much the tip of the furry tip of everybody here's heart. Oh, just look at the hole that this mortar punches in this ship. It definitely leaves a mark. Yeah, I think that this is going to be fun. With 4% crew left, this ship is about to sink. And there we go. One more shot. Okay. This mortar has potential. Yes, Scourge, that was a very special moment. Every moment with Chewie is a special moment. He is a special dog. Okay. Hopefully by now we can carry on, and hopefully it has stabilized. I can go 5-6 games with no problem, and then suddenly it just throws me out every game. But I do find that every time they release a new update, big update, small update, you name it, it just gets slightly worse. So they're busy preparing for the World at War mode. That's literally starting in 16 hours. Is it starting in 16 hours? Is it? Yeah, I think it is starting in 16 hours. Because there is nothing I can do to even try and play. Battle for Fulda Gap. Yeah. Oh, that's some nice planes over there. I will be streaming it. And I will probably be doing either the Russians or the Germans. Just because I've got the right loadout for them. But it's going to be very interesting. It's the first World War mode that's available for Xbox, because they finally got crossplay working. I mean, it's only been around for the last year. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be exciting, and I definitely look forward to playing those massive battles. So for those of you that don't know, World War mode pits 64 players on a single map with an enduring confrontations playstyle, which means that you can just carry on playing and playing and playing. And people leave, people join in. The whole idea is it's supposed to simulate a world war where you just keep on bringing troops to the front lines and pushing boundaries. So, right. Shall we take our MGB?
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Okay, so for some reason I did not choose the B spawn. Oh, excuse me, the A spawn, which means I am now in the middle of nowhere. Hopefully we can get close enough to one of these islands to shield ourselves from massive attack from any of the red team that spawn near C. So Scourge, what do you think of the new background? It's no longer my granny's curtains. Pretty soon I'm thinking what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking some of the plastic model tanks that I built and lining them up behind me, just to create a little bit of a feel, get some LED lights showcasing them. And as soon as South Africa has webcams again, I will actually be getting an HD webcam. So no more of this old school Mac webcams. Ooh, look at that. Oh no, that's about to hurt. That's one of those American 40 mils. Now hopefully the chop in the water will play in our favor. Well, that's definitely not playing in our favor. We are in for a world of hurt. Come on, do some damage, please do some damage, or we're gonna die. We are gonna die. Yeah, that's not gonna end well.
Another zone captured.
Hopefully ooh, thank you so much. Now you see, that was probably one of those dark mortars that just completely annihilated it. Check please. Thank you, Dark. Reminds me of Damien Dark. Those of you that haven't watched The Arrow, it's good. It's a good series on Netflix. I think they're on like season 5, 6, 7 now. So definitely entertainment worthy. Not exactly family friendly. If you want something more family friendly, then The Flash is also a series that's got quite a few seasons available to binge watch. I think everybody in the world is some form of lockdown exhaustion now. But if you've seen it, it's great. If you've seen Arrow, also pretty good. I personally am a Marvel superhero fan. However, I have found that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is without comparison. I mean, that was painful. Thanks, Scourge. I'm glad you agree with what I want to do with those models. Yes, I have put in a lot of effort. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do like a weekly showcase of one of the models I've built, and that will hopefully give me an opportunity to catch up and build a couple more. Maybe even show off what I'm currently building. Would you guys like to see something like that? See some work in progress? What my thinking behind some of the models are while they work in progress? Let me know. Let me see what I can do for you guys. If we have a break today, I can see if I've got a model that's work in progress that I can give you guys a bit of a rundown on. Let's do some high altitude drops there. Alright, and now, no, he turned. Okay, pull up, pull up. Drop a bomb, drop a bomb, drop a bomb. I really hope that that goes through those trees. Looks like it hit the trees. Ooh, I am... How's that? Did he pilot snipe me? Yeah, bloody pilot snipe me. That's the problem with the weak early crew, is they are so weak. As soon as you start leveling them up a little bit, and getting them a little bit tougher, man, you can shoot his leg off. He's like, oh, I can still fly this thing.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Okay, let's try and go for this minesweeper over here. Yeah, that's probably one of those river boats. Chop on this water is not doing us any favors. Put some fishies in the water. Alright, and avoid. Oh, what did you hit me with? It's a Fairmall C. Okay, cool. So that's got the Hotchkiss on the front and the 20 mils on the back. And has managed to set me royally on fire. Okay, but it's out. Let's go for the Schnellboot. Schnellboot. Unless this... Ah, you see, there's another river class. How'd that sneak past us? Talk about tunnel vision. And hit sink. Hello, Meneer de Klerk. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Konnichiwa. Thank you for joining. Just to update you, we are doing a WarThunder naval playthrough. I'm going to be doing a couple of seasons of it. First season is the United Kingdom Navy. We just started it. I think we're on season 4 right now, and we will be playing through until I think probably Thursday. Thursday we'll take a break from this series and we'll play the WarThunder event. The WarThunder event that's happening right now is the World War mode, and what that gives you is it gives you a massive enduring confrontation. Ooh, yes, hello, you can hit, thank you, check please, come on, kill this puppy. It's a teeny tiny little boat, although this thing is made out of wood, so the German 12-7s are incendiary, and he is just too close to me to be able to hit. See this sneaky little guy. Okay, or you can just... Alright, and that's for the wrap. Okay, cool. So, Meneer de Klerk, WarThunder is a tank, plane, and ship sim. It's cross-platform, so it works on Xbox, it works on PlayStation, and on PC. It's a free-to-play, which is really, really nice, which really opens it up to a large player base. You can buy premium accounts that will help you to grind the game a little faster. But in a nutshell, it is from World War II right up to modern day tanks, planes, ships. If I can just quickly show you guys the aviation tech tree as an example. Starts off with those very special British biplanes, builds up. I mean, you have all the classic bombers, the Sunderlands, the Wellingtons, the Beaufighters, Blenheims, Hurricanes, and then it starts getting into your Spitfires, Whirlwinds, Lancaster bombers. Then you get those Meteors, Vampires, Venoms. So all of your classic planes. I mean, you can have a look at this tech tree. There's probably more than 100 planes just to unlock here. And then it goes right up until, so currently it's about a 1970s, some 1980s vehicles that they've managed to add. If you look at the tanks that are available, all of the early World War II and World War One tanks, Tetrarchs and Stuarts. The Stuart is actually an American tank that was used by the British in World War II. But your Crusader tanks, your Matildas, Valentines, loads of Shermans, your rock hard Churchills, and then eventually it goes right up to I think it's the modern day Challenger 2. What's really cool, Miniature Clark, is that you can actually play combined arms, which means you can take tanks out and planes out. I don't know if you saw in the naval game that we were playing now, but there's ships and planes, tanks and planes, so you can all play them together. Game sizes range from 16 players on a side right to 32 players on a side, and the graphics are decent. It works really well on consoles. It's stunning on PC. So for those of you that are PC gamers, definitely visually appealing, definitely worth watching and worth getting and worth playing. And as I said, right now we're currently playing through the naval tech tree. We've unlocked some of their very early ships. We're only on battle rating 1.7, and the battle ratings in ships go up to 5.7, and in tanks 10.3. Yes, Henry, it's definitely worth giving it a shot. I think it's one of those games that you play and you come back to, and then you play a little bit, and then you go and you play something else. They have I think it's more than quarterly. I think they have 6 events in a year, and initially, I mean, the excitement of just being able to play any tank or any plane or any ship that you've dreamed of, that's very nice. But at some stage the novelty wears off a little bit, but then the events that they host really make the game worth coming back to again and again. I've had this game for the better part of 3 years. The game has been out for the better part of 8 years, and there are still a large... Oh, someone just shot me. There's a large player base that have been playing it for the last 8 years, so definitely worth it. Okay, so battle rating is the strength of whatever vehicle it is that you are currently playing. So battle ratings range from 1.0 to 10.0, depending on what it is that you're busy playing. And this guy just decided to torpedo me. I am in trouble. Yeah, I am in trouble. So yeah, and what happens is your battle rating pits you against other players of a similar battle rating. So let's say I have a 3. Or let's go with what we've got. We've got a 1.7. Now that means that we can face battle ratings, a full battle rating underneath us, which is impossible because 1 is the lowest. But you can also face enemies a full battle rating above you. So we can end up facing 2.7s. So I do think we have what we call an up tier game here, because the ship that we're currently shooting at is a 2.7. Yeah, but I managed to get him. So that's a 2.7 ship. That G5 though is a 1.0. So you can have a battle rating spread of about 2 points in naval and about 1 point everywhere else in the game. So 10.0 tanks will face 9.0 tanks. 9.0 tanks will face 8.0s as well as 10.0 tanks. So it makes for a more balanced playstyle. I'm getting owned this game. So battle rating depends on the various ships themselves or tanks themselves. For instance, this Hampton is a battle rating of 1.7. The Wellington that I'm busy unlocking right now is a battle rating of 3.0. The reason for that is it's got a better airframe, it's got better engines, it's got better bomb load, it's just overall better plane. You can unlock better bombs and like for the planes, better engines, better engine components, better guns, those types of things, but they stay within your battle rating. Yeah, so the actual equipment on your bombers are limited to whatever is available on that battle rating. So what you'll sometimes see, did I just drop? Yes, I did. Okay, interesting. So it drops £1,000. Ha! Sweet, beautiful. It drops £1,000 bombs first, and then it gets to those 500s. I didn't know that. I learned something new today as well. Sneaky, sneaky, you want to try and avoid being shot down. That's a big boy. Oh, pilot snipe. It's the most annoying way of going, is when they do a pilot snipe, because a plane like that can take a couple of hits. Oh yeah, you see there, because my bombs eventually hit him. Sorry, so a plane like that can take a couple of hits, but once they start shooting into your cockpit, especially the early planes where there's no bulletproof glass, you can really feel when you get hit in the cockpit. It's usually like 1 or 2 shots, and that combined with early pilots, so they're not very survivable. It's just a recipe for getting pilot sniped. So your plane's upgrades are housed within a battle rating. So come on, hit please. So let's say for instance the plane that I was flying now, completely unupgraded, it's still a 1.7. Completely upgraded, it's a 1.7. But like let's take the Wellington as an example. The Wellington has multiple variants of the Wellington. Wellington B, Wellington D, Wellington, oh beautiful, Wellington F. And those are actually different battle ratings, and they've got different engines, they've got different bomb loads, and that then actually means that they can go up the battle ratings. I'll actually show you now. I think I'm knocked out, so I will show you what that looks like in the research tree. It's, yeah, you can definitely say that it's similar to a rank play in some games. However, it's definitely not skill rank, because what some people do is they go, ooh, I want to be a top tier player, so they go and they buy a premium that puts them up against some of the higher tier, higher battle rating players. So Henry, if you have a look at what you see in front of you now, these are all the ships available in the British research tree, and the number that you see beside them is their battle rating. This icon is the type of ship it is. We're not going to go into that right now, but you can see this MGB. Let's use the dark class as an example, because that's a fair comparison. So this dark class is a 2.3, where this dark class is a 2.0. Now this is a brand spanking new dark class that we just unlocked in the previous episode. But if you look at the modifications, you can see that I haven't researched any of its own equipment upgrades. The toolset allows you to do minor in-battle repairs. The fire protection system allows you to put out fires. The smoke screen literally just blows smoke out of your butt. So this one has artillery support, so you can call off-map artillery. It gives you minor equipment increases like engine maintenance, better propellers, better rudders. It doesn't give you complete changes of equipment. But now you see that there's a dark class at 2.0, and here's a dark class at 2.3. And if you look at the fair miles, now the fair miles are a dime a dozen in the British tree, but there's a 1.3 fair mile, There's a 2.0 Fairmile, there's a 2.7, 3.3, there's another 3.3. So they're all different variants of them. Now if you have a look at, let's go with the lowest Fairmile at 1.3. That has a 3-pounder Hotchkiss. But now if you look at this Fairmile D, you can just see it's got torpedoes. It's got two 57mm cannons. It's got a plethora of 20mm and 12.7s. So this thing is brimming with guns. But you go to it, and you go to its mod of... Oh, okay, cool. We just finished the level. Hallelujah. Okay, so as I was saying, if you now go to this Fairmile, you'll see that its modifications is also completely unresearched, but you can get a little bit better ammo, you can get a better rangefinder, you can make your anti-air and your auxiliary and your primary armament turn a little bit better. No, so not all at 1.7 are the same. So if you have a look, this MGB is a 1.7, this Vosper is a 1.7. Where's the other 1.7 we've got? No, the Fairmile is a 1.3. And if you go to different nations, they have different ships also, but similar skill base, similar equipment, similar guns are based in the same battle rating. And then Gaijin just has they're constantly updating where those various battle ratings sit. Every time there's a new patch, there's 50 new updates, to some going up, some going down. What do you need to upgrade? Do you use like an in-game currency? Okay, so very good question. What you do is, as you progress, you gather experience. Let's go to our ships and I'll show you. Let's use this Fairmile. So you go to modifications. Now you select what you want to research. And then, as you can see, we're currently researching this armor-piercing incendiary round belt for the secondary cannons. And as you gain experience points, that's that little light bulb. At the end of each level, you get, depending on how you do, depending on the amount of kills you get, how many points you capture, you get experience. What that experience then does is it then researches all of the various equipment pieces, as well as so half of this stuff goes into your equipment research, and the other half actually goes into researching new classes and new variants of ships. So you see there's a little bar, and that's being filled, and there's 7,300 experience points still needed. Now if we have a 2,000 experience game, 1,000 of it is going into the ship that I used during the game, and 1,000 will then go to researching new ships. Once they've been researched, you have currency in game. If you look at the top of my screen, they're called Silver Lions, and Silver Lions is the in-game currency. Golden Eagles next to it is the premium currency, and that is something that you unlock. So sorry, just going back to the Silver Lions. Silver Lions you unlock every time you play a round. Golden Eagles you either buy in your various stores, or you earn it through awards and through challenges and through various competitions. Yeah, that's why I say it's a game that you always have on your machine, and you always come back to it and you grind a little bit. And like now we're playing through the British tree, and a little later we'll go and we'll play other games, and we'll play some Call of Duty, and we'll play some new games as they come up. But you'll find yourself coming back for this game because the effort to reward, especially in, I'd say, your bottom 80% of the ranks, your effort to reward is very worth it. Like for instance, tonight we've been playing, what is it now? We've been playing for an hour, and we've already unlocked our new Fairmile, and we are well away into our Isles class. So we're going to try and aim to unlock our Isles class this time, so that our next episode will have all of the new ships completely unupgraded, But new battle rating, which means initially for the first, let's say, 50 odd games, we're gonna feel it. We're not gonna have repair kits, we're not gonna have fire prevention kits, so we're really gonna feel it. And if you want to see what it's like to try and grind, there's a lot of grind in the game. So you're gonna try and grind through your ships, but you're also gonna try and grind through your different variants of ships, upgrading your ships, and then you get to the point where right now, if you have a look, there's a tiny little spade underneath each of these ships, except for this one. Now that is literally called a spaded ship, which means everything that I can do, everything that can be upgraded, has been upgraded, and that then puts you on the best playing field that you're going to be on in that ship.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
So this map, if I remember correctly, I always end up never reaching A because there is such an open space between A and B and the various spawns. We seldom reach A. I'm not even actually going to try and reach A this time. I'm going to try and go for B. Hopefully the guys that spawn in the bottom right side of the map will try and push for C. But there's definitely bound to be some interesting engagements on this map. It's a very open map. I think it would be amazing with... should we push to A? I'm not seeing anything happening on the left hand side of this map, so let's give it a shot. Yes, we are definitely going to push for it. We're going to try and get our 2.0 lineup ready. What's nice is you... Ooh, hello there. What are you? You are a Schnell boat. So, well, you're far. You're all far, actually. What's nice is you get a couple of ships, a couple of tanks, a couple of planes on the same battle rating. And then you put them against... Oh, there's some damage being done there. And then you put them all together in a lineup, and they're literally called a lineup. And depending on the game mode that you're playing, you can spawn anything from 2, 3, sometimes even, depending on how well you do, 5 different vehicles in one game. And that's really nice because it really rewards you for playing well. It rewards you for playing strategically. Capturing points gives you lots of research points. So it's a skill-based game, but it's one of those where you can pick it up, you can play through the tutorial, and you can be in the battle within an hour from installing this game fresh. Alright, let's see. Hello there. Come on, where are you shooting, dude? And where am I now? The timing for this reload was terrible. He's definitely not aware of my presence, so let's keep it that way. Okay, Mark, do it! Come on. Come on, there's so little left of this ship. I say, one down. So now you can see that they're busy smoke screening the capture point, so making it very difficult for me to see where the other ships are. This MGB though is out. Ooh, there's a Type 1. I'm in trouble. Oh, ship, fish, you move. Okay, cool, we'll survive that. And now he is going to feel the full wrath of my 50 cals. Come on, eat his hull, eat that hull. Okay, come on, check please. Alrighty. Steek hom. Ja, ons gaan hom steek. So what's really nice about... Ooh, hello there. What's really nice about this game is it is not so much an arcade game as it is a simulator. And what's nice about that is you have bullet drop, you have bullet lead time, and as you can see, like, I'm not just shooting directly at my target. Oh, I'm being shot from the back. Come on, gas, smoke up. Los. No, los. I'm on fire. I am on fire. As I was saying, you have bullet drop, you have bullet lead, you need to lead your targets. So you saw just now, I was actually shooting a lot in front of my target because that's where he's going to be at the time where my bullet makes contact with his ship. Oh, I am in trouble. I am in so much trouble. Let's see if we can get a... I'm in trouble. No, that's... No, I didn't really think I was going to make it. That Vosper 2 has a 20mm gun on the front. Armor-piercing rounds that can rip right through this pathetic wooden hull. So the reason why I chose the British naval tree is it's deep. It's very, very deep. My thinking about it was legendary. Do you want to hear it? You can only hear it if you follow me. I'm not a Twitch partner yet, otherwise I would have asked you to subscribe, but that will come soon. So if you guys are liking what you're seeing, hit that follow button. See more of what I'm gonna bring it. So are you ready to hear? Are you guys ready to hear why I chose the naval tree, the British naval tree first? Let's hope that that does a little bit of damage. Ooh, something that really shouldn't have, man. I say, check please. Lost my 8. No, that's useless. Ah, there we go. No, it's gonna go short. Ooh, so close. No, that bomb was so close. Okay, so the reason why I went for the British tree first was because that's the only one I haven't unlocked completely yet. I've played the German, the US, literally every tech tree that is available to unlock. I have already started playing, except for the British, because they are lousy. Their low-level ships are so difficult to play. Henry, you missed out on a very painful grind. They have 7.7mm pea shooters on the front of ships. They have wooden ships. They're Britain suffers. I have to say, if you play the British, you're either very good or very masochistic. If you're being honest here. So yes, that's why. Yeah. So Henry, that is something in the pipes. I need to still do all of my animations and notifications for follows, likes, subscribes, all of that. There's definitely something that needs to be set up, and what I've been doing right now for the last, I'd say, week or so, a little bit more than a week now, is I've been streaming dry runs, setting up, learning, trying to see what channels work best. Yo, I'm being pummeled from every side. No, lost my 8. Lost. So I've been, this is learning experience for me. And as of the 1st of August, I will be going fully live on the various channels that I've chosen to play on. I'll be putting out some YouTube, Facebook content, Instagram content. So right now it's a bit of a dry run. It's open for everyone and anyone that wants to join in, say that they were there before I was famous. So that was close. Let's see if we can do some damage to this. No, it's turning too much. So I'm basically taking the month of, like half the month of June and the month of July to learn and generate content. And then from there on, I'll start creating offline content, online content. And by offline content, I mean YouTube and Facebook content. But Henry, it sounds like you're very knowledgeable on the field. So if you've got some know-how, you must please share. You can put those skills of yours to use in this channel. Oh, come on, hit this. It's a Japanese boat. Let's sink it. For Pearl Harbor. Oh, it's armored. My high explosive shells is gonna do nothing against that. But when these HE shells hit those little dinky toy boats, man, oh man, oh man, you should see the damage. And now I'm being pummeled. An MTB Vosper. This is definitely an up tier. Oh, you see that? Ah, there goes your torpedo. Slaton pape. Nope, no, it's not happening. Come on. Come on. Where is this round going? Ah, front. Too far. Nope. Leading too much now. And he's up. Oh yes, thank you, Obi-Wan. Your wisdom. Ah, I'm gonna be bombed. You missed! Oh, I don't think that was a really big bomb though, because he didn't miss by far. Let's see if we can do anything to it before it comes around for another pass. Here come! Here come! Ooh, critical hit. I think I just took his tail. Yeah, drop. Ah! And somebody else goes and takes the kill. Now, how is that? How is that now?
Threat in the air.
Uh-oh. And we're about to experience a soundicalism again. Thank you, Gaijin. It's exactly what we need. No sound. No control. Just there. Ooh, yes, exclusive emotes. Now, I shot something. Maybe I should take my hands off the controls more. It looks like it seems to work. What did Gary Play say? The more I practice, the luckier I get. Oh, I just got real lucky. Well, Fury is like a biplane. Oh, snap! Look at that placement. Number 1. You guys are my good luck charms. Yes, Henry, thank you. It's literally trial and error. I'm really taking the approach of done is better than perfect. So trying out, I've learned so much in the last few weeks. I can literally make how-tos and what not to do's for content online. It's really been such an amazing learning experience. I feel a better human being just because of what I've learned. And no, but really, it's amazing. Like just learning how to speak and like push your voice out a little bit more. It's definitely not something that people are used to. And I think some of my viewers are musicians, so they know how to project their voice a bit more. But I do not have a musical bone. I lie. I have a musical bone in my body. It's just not my there. I used to do dancing, so that's why I say I do have some musical talent. Okay, so as you see now, Henry, what I'm doing is I'm researching with the available research points that we gathered. I'm researching some of the items that we haven't unlocked yet, and then purchasing them with those silver lions. If you remember the research on the previous... Ooh! I see, yo, we did a lot of research that round. I think the fact that we ended up first gave us a bit of a research boost. We were 7,000 to go, we've got 4,500 to go now. Let's stop talking, more ching ching. Let's yada more ching ching. Yes, it is. Thank you, Scourge. Thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate it. It is very, very interesting trying to keep the conversation going. I have to say it is 1,000 times better the more people engage and play along with. So thank you for your engagement, guys. It's really appreciated. It definitely makes it feel a lot less like I'm talking to myself, and questions are always welcome. I'd love to share my experience, experience with the game, what I'm doing with you guys. It's really a pleasure. The pleasure is truly mine. Thank you for the compliment, Henry. It's really appreciated. Glad that you like what you're seeing. If you guys like what you're seeing, then please do follow. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. For the foreseeable future, it's going to be at 7 o'clock GMT, which is 9 o'clock South African time, up until about 11:30, 12. And then on Saturday afternoons, at 5 o'clock GMT, which is our 7 o'clock, sorry, no, I lie, 3 o'clock GMT, which is our 5 o'clock, I actually stream a fun day or family stream. So some days I'll stream with my daughter, other days I will just play a fun game that has got, there's no purpose, no nothing, it's just to have some fun. The last weekend, you'll see in my Twitch clips or on my YouTube channel, you'll see some of the games that we played. We actually played a little bit of Ark. We're trying out a new map. It's called the Center. I know that on PC it's been around for quite a while, but on Xbox it's the most recent map that's become available. I'm about to die. See, this is now me pushing out a bit too hastily and being absolutely surrounded by tiny little mosquito boats. Not the way to do it. But yeah, as I was saying, on Saturday afternoons we do a fun day game, so definitely worth watching. Scourge can comment on that one. He was one of my viewers there, so thank you for that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My daughter definitely enjoyed playing for an audience. She's a real star, I have to say. She's 11 in Ark. She can definitely keep up with the best. Oh yes, I would love to have you, Henry, for that Saturday fun day. What I also said I will be doing when I start up is the start up officially is this Saturday fun day streams. I'm actually going to be playing with subscribers, so something to look forward to there as well. So it's a day where we go and we try out new things and we have some fun. Saturdays are, oh, look at that, that's an MLR ace. I need to get out of that firing off. Oh, ooh, this guy's very close. He's been sneaking up on me the whole time. Thank you. Check, please. Okay, so this MO4. Oh, those rockets are. That's why you don't fly into rockets. Yes, Scourge, the idea is to eventually get her her own audio. What I'm actually doing with her right now is I'm introducing her to the online world. So she watches like 1 million people on YouTube, and I've been trying to show her you're not supposed to just consume content. You should actually try and create some a little bit yourself and get an understanding of the complexity and what goes into creating that content. And she's very keen on it. She's been responding really well to what I've been doing and what I've been teaching her. So I'm using this as an opportunity to teach her about value and to teach her about, like, you got to put in the hard grind. So she's actually going to be trying to, oh man, that bomb did not do any damage. She's actually going to be spending some of her pocket money on getting her own equipment up and running. So definitely something that I'll be. Ooh, somebody's got my name. Come on, riverboat, you going down? Oh, you're going down. Thank you. Check, please. So definitely in the pipelines to get her audio, to get something working with her. It was literally our first stream together this weekend. I was very happy to see that I could get both of our gameplay streams. I knew that was not going to last. Get both of our gameplay streams up at the same time. Yes, Henry, you're right. This is not the kind of thing you can learn at school, but right now kids can't learn anything at school because any school that opens up right now ends up having to close again due to interesting fact. The only thing I can tell you about Corona is the fact that I'm not allowed to talk to you about Corona. So there's that. But yeah, no, so it's definitely an education that you cannot get at school that I'm trying to share with her. But now, why did I go with this dinky toy? Oh, this dinky toy boat. So this, Henry, is the reason why Britain suffers. If you look at the cannons on this thing, those are literally British LMGs that they just decided, yeah, you know what, we're pretty screwed, so we're just going to stick 4 of them. See if I can get a better angle at it. There you go. So it's literally Lewis machine guns that they just stuck together and said, cool, good luck, boys. Shoot down planes and ships with them. That's why they suffer. They really, really do. Because I'll try and show you, they don't really do that much damage. Against those little boats like that, they'll... Just because of the sheer volume of rounds that they throw down range, you can do a bit of damage. But in general, like, we just shot out 600 bullets. That's our plane. Maybe we can do some damage to that. Oh, and the reload time. Like, we've been reloading since we destroyed our previous. Okay, cool. That guy's down. But as soon as you get even the slightest amount of armor against you, that happened. And then you're like, okay, cool. Now I have half an eternity to reload while I'm being pummeled by 20 mils. 7.7s versus 20 mil. That wasn't a surprise. It is unfortunately historically correct. Yeah, no. So the British always focused on their big ships. We are in for a royal treat. We have enough points to get a random fighter, and it's going to be a biplane. As you can see, we've probably got a Nimrod here. That has also been equipped with those 7.7 Lewis machine guns. I don't know if you can see where they're mounted. No, you can't really see them. So the biplanes are very slow, but what's nice about them is they're quite maneuverable. So we're going to try and bait this BF-109 if that BB-1 doesn't get it first. We're just going to have some fun with it. I am by no means a good fighter pilot. I focus more on the helicopters when it comes to air. There's a no-brainer there. Let's see. Oh no, that boat has really got my name. Let's see if I can bait him. Yeah, no, he's coming for me. I'm gonna do a head-on, and he took me out. 7.7 versus 20 mils in the air, on the land, on the seas. We shall die. Sorry, Churchill. You obviously came in after all of this happened. Yes, Henry, the Spitfire is in the game. Let me quickly show you guys in the tech tree. Well, not all the variants, but quite a lot of variants of the Spitfires are actually in the game. And that's what's so great about this game, is you can literally play with some of the very first Spitfires. I just want to show you guys the screen just to give you a little bit more of a view about what happens in the game. I just want to see that my camera is covering the total amount of experience that I've gained, but here's also a representation of it. So that round gave me 1,260 experience points broken down, as you can see in front of you, based on the ships that we played and the planes that we played. I got silver lions, which is what, like I said, the in-game currency is, and then I also got convertible research points, and that is research points that's available to be transferred over to different vehicles that you're actually researching, but you have to exchange golden eagles plus that research for them. Now if I go to the hangar, then you'll see that 1,260 points has now been added to our Isles class. So I probably need another 3 games like that, which seems, yeah, it's doable. I think we can do it. If you guys have the tenacity for it, I'm happy to give it a shot. Let me just quickly show you. So you've got the Spitfire Mark 1, which is the first one, which has 7.7mm Brownings. It's got 8 of them in the wings. But as you can see, as you go and you progress, this one has a bigger engine. This one now has those 20mm Hispano guns. Let's see, what other Spitfires are there? Here's a Spitfire Mark 5, more Hispanos, bigger engine, high altitude Spitfire F, 20mm. So as you see, you start growing up and up and up the research tree. Here's the Spitfire Griffin, which I actually don't know. Spitfire F. So there's the, let's call it the top of the line Spitfire. I mean, this thing shoots out 5.2 kilograms of lead per second using those 4 Hispanos. So if you want a Spitfire, dude, they're all here. The Fireflies are here as well. The Firebrand is there as well. Here's your Whirlwinds, all the bombers. So here's the Lancaster bombers. So your big World War II bombers. And if you go into their secondary weapons, you can see they can carry half a country worth of bombs. Check this out. Check this loadout out. So it's got 2 250-pound bombs. It's got a 4,000-pound bomb. It's got 6 1,000-pound bombs. I mean, just look at this. This is nightmare on Elm Street for any ship. And what's nice is it's on the 5.0 battle rating, which means that it falls into the, not the top tier ships, but pretty much right there at the top. So you got much bigger anti-aircraft cannons shooting at your plane, but if you can get in under their radar, if you can straddle those islands with these bombers, then you are going to open up a can of whip-ass on them that you cannot believe. The Rolls-Royce engines were used by, I think, the Spitfires, Whirlwinds, I think maybe the Tempests as well. What's really nice about this game is it'll show you. So let's go here and let's go into preview. So right now you can actually see the plane as it looked in levende lijve. Sorry guys, there's a cat fight happening, the neighbor's cat. I will be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Cat's alive. Family's alright. It is what it is. That's part of being a dad. You kind of have to deal with all those kind of things as well. And that's also why I decided to create this channel, is to create awareness of the realities of being a dad, the joys of it, the challenges of it, the priorities of it, which is why if you'll see my kids walking in behind me every now and then. You'll see my wife. It's very real, very raw, and hopefully just to reach an audience of like people like me, and people aspiring to reach what I've been given the grace to reach, that they know the highs and the lows and the challenges of it.
Smoky boy, are you okay? Are you okay, my kitsy? Huh? Why were you fighting? Why were you fighting? Huh?
Shame, man. So
Hey, come let me show the world what
this kitty looks like. So this is Smock. Smock is not a playful cat. He is our Maine Coon. And they don't like being cuddled. Alright, I get the message. You're pissed off. Yes, Henry. Dad first, gamer second. More like fourth or fifth. But yeah. What I was saying was, if you have a look at the Spitfire with this game, you have an armor view which actually shows you all the various armor platings available on planes, on ships, and on tanks. And then you get this X-ray view. And what's really nice about this X-ray view is where they have the information on what kind of gun it is. They actually show it. So here you can see this is a 20mm Hispano Mark II cannon. The amount of ammo that it has, the firing rate. There you go. There's what you wanted to see, Henry. This has got a Rolls-Royce Merlin 266 12-cylinder inline engine. Now imagine that. 12-cylinder inline engine. This thing must sound beautiful. It's 1,118 horsepower engine, and on max takeoff power it's 1482. That's just something called war emergency power, where they just literally flush it with a leaner mix. The engine itself is a 605 kilogram piece of metal. Yo. Scourge Twitch is having a problem on fixed line. I'm currently viewing it on mobile, and it seems to be very smooth. Okay, Henry, it looks like you're also experiencing it to be very smooth. Sorry to hear that, Scourge. I do think that it's probably if you're on fixed line, perhaps. Okay, ISP related. Let's try and push another couple of games to unlock our 2.0. And if we manage to get that done before 11:30, then I'll take out our 2.0 lineup for 1 or 2 games before 12 o'clock then as well. How's that for a commitment? You guys stick with me, and I will make sure that you stay entertained, or at least educated, because it seems that Henry seems to be getting a lot of good information here from the game. It's another nice thing about games that I want to try and play is I want to try and play not just the mainstream games, but create a little bit of awareness of some of the games out there. Like for instance, WarThunder and Ark. They're not your mainstream mass play games, but they are truly spectacular. And look, I mean, if you just have a look at the vistas available to you, I mean, this is gorgeous. The detail in this game is beautiful. The landscapes that they create, the attention to detail that they really put into this game is phenomenal. And it's just such a good experience to play this game. And if I can make 1 or 2 more people every day aware of this game, it's better for everyone. Alright, let's do some damage. So there's quite a bit of chop on the water here on this map, so I'm struggling to hit the smaller ships. And I can also see that I'm in for a world of hurt. Looks like our whole team went for the BC game, and their whole team went for the A game. I am royally screwed. Yeah, no. Let me try and avoid some of these rounds while I reload. No, don't touch me. Oh, fishies in the water. Oh, hello. What was that? They must have hit my ammo or something like that. So that's something that happens. Is if you are able to hit the ammo of, once again, tanks, ships, planes, you can actually have an ammo detonation, which means it just destroys all the ammo, and usually along with quite a significant amount of the ship. Bigger ships can sometimes survive an ammo detonation, but the smaller ones, they really can't. Did I know? No, I misfired. I'm going to try and do an artillery strike. this guy is the closest. Ooh, he is hurting. But he is so fast that I just really cannot do much. Oh yeah. No, go away. Zach. Yes. And he managed to put me on fire. Ooh, that Chanel boat definitely got my name.
No, leave me alone.
Ooh, this is not our round. Okay, so there are quite a few different game modes. With the ships, the majority of them are a capture ABC type of approach. With planes, you've got a capture the airfield type of game. You've got a deathmatch type of game mode. You've got a capture the points in the air or on the ground. You've got a convoy attack. Yes, look, I'm gonna definitely feel it. Let's see if I can get in under their fire. Drop a couple of bombs. I'm not gonna survive much here. Here's some AA fire. That's really got my name on it. If I can get one of these.
Our victory is near.
We can see. Oh yeah, there goes the first one. Okay, cool. There we go. We managed to at least destroy 2 of the ships. That'll set them back a little bit and give our team the opportunity that they need to take A. No, I need to try and see, can I get out of here? Or can I just try and lob a little bit of 7.7 mils into this thing? Nah. I did this line. And then for tanks, there's also an assault type of game mode. Which puts you against one base of the enemy team and one base for you to defend, and you just have to outlast your enemy. And then as for like different kinds of game modes, there's realistic battles and there's arcade battles. Now, arcade battles are battles where there's a lot more, call them battlefield assistance available to you. Like, for instance, hit markers and the guy's name above his head and little aimer blocks. So, for naval, I usually play naval arcade. And then for ground, I play realistic ground. Oh, hello there. What? Okay. That was interesting. Now this is an armored boat, so now you're gonna see that these 7.7s, they hit, but you can see all the hit markers. Hundreds and hundreds of rounds hitting it. Nux. Overall damage. And those are armor-piercing incendiary rounds that I fired at that ship. My favorite game mode, I'd have to say, is I'm gonna lean towards tank realistic, and the reason why I say that is, as part of tank realistic, you get to play with planes and helicopters and tanks all at the same time. That was a useless round. 600 experience. You get to play with them all. With it being realistic mode, you don't get those boxes, and you also don't appear on the radar unless you've been spotted. So you can put some camo on your tank and some foliage, and then you can go and hide in a bush. And what's really nice with that is you can get 2 or 3 kills if you're very sneaky and strategic, when other people don't even know where you are. And what's nice is that then you get 2 or 3 kills, you get enough points to then spawn in a helicopter. Your helicopter can then be outfitted with ATGMs, which are guided anti-tank guided missiles, and that means you can go and jump up just over a He'll... I like it. Looks like you're alive. Yeah, it looks like you're alive. You guys can see him walking behind me. He's wondering, where did your previous setup go? Hey, Smoky boy. Let's see if you can see him. There he is. Hello, Smoky boy. So Smok is it Polish? Yes, it's Polish. So there's a story behind that name. His original name is Smokey. Now, Smokey is spelled S-M-O-K-E-Y. However, for some reason, my wife decided that Smokey is spelled S-M-O-K-Y. And this cat has a an Instagram page, and quite frankly, it's ridiculous how many followers he has. I mean, he was a freaking adorable kitten, I'm not gonna lie there, but holy cow. Anyways, so his name was Smoky, and I said, oh, okay, it's a new name then. And it just kind of stuck. And then one day I tried to figure out what the name actually means, whether Smok or Smoky is a name. It turns out it's Polish for dragon, and suddenly everything just made crystal clear sense, because Smoky is the wildest cat. So he's a Maine Coon. Now Maine Coons are known to not be like the friendliest, cuddliest. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Friendliest, most cuddly cats out there, but he's just on another level. I mean, I have scars today of how he was months ago. So yeah, but he's a gorgeous cat, awesome personality. But yeah, so the name Smok stuck. What you doing now? I moved my setup around today, so he's exploring all the new nooks and crannies and places where he wasn't allowed to go previously, that he's suddenly now able to access and allowed to go. Yeah, so there's a lot more skill involved with realistic mode. Arcade, I mean, you can see right now, it doesn't take rocket science to like pick these ships up. You can just look at them and shoot. The skill here is more around strategically positioning yourself around the islands and like not being a dumb chop that just runs blindly into the action, which I have been doing a little bit. Been distracted, man. Oh, now he's behind that island, so I'm not going to be able to do much to him. So see how much less chop there is on this side of the island than there was on the previous side. Fun Schwudanger. Come on. Let's see if we can do some damage to this. No, not really, hey? There's Alice storming down on me. Leave the cables alone. Okay, well, we got enough points to drop down on Hampton, so let's give that a shot. Henry, I don't know if you were around when I introduced Chewy. Chewy saw Chewy Meet World today, and he was quite cute. I think he's sleeping now. The other dogs are around. They tend to prefer to actually just sleep outside. Chewy is such a mama's boy. Let's see what happens if I can go in a bit lower on this Alex. Oh no, he seems to want to avoid my bombs. Why? Let me love you. Let me love you. That was useless. Avoid being shot. Come on, let's get this Odie. Let's get this Odie. Come on. Oh, shine. There goes my pilot again. Although, in this ship's defense, that's a 37 mil, so that probably left a man-sized hole in the plane, let alone snipe my pilot. But good shot. Well done.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Yeah. I find that it takes a lot more mental capacity to stream and game at the same time than just gaming does. Especially for introvert. My personality says I'm an introvert, but my wife begs to differ. What do you guys think? Do I come across as an introvert to you? And no, I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo! Ooh, there's something. You see, I'm too far away from that AA ferry. You? Where are you going? See if we can do some damage here. So this submarine chaser that we're looking at in front of us is like an AC-49 something, and it has a 40mm cannon on it that really wreaks havoc. I'm about to die. This is really kidding me. Oh no, I spoke too soon. AC-497, huh, look at that. You don't think I'm an introvert? Okay, interesting. Really, do I connect well with people? Or do I just connect really well with other introverts? No. I also don't think I'm an introvert. I think I dabbled the line between introversion and extrovert. Oh, 400 points this round. You see? It's like whenever you think, okay, cool, I'm gonna do it. Gaijin just throws like the most hardcore battles up against you. But we will prevail and persist. Yes, Henry, you're actually correct there. People's personalities have the ability to change. There's this what is it called? That's not it. There's a statistic around marriage and 7 years where they say that once you survive the first 2 or 3 years of marriage, your next risk years is around 7 years, and the reason for that is because your personality steadily but quite severely changes over the course of 7 years. People's belief systems sometimes change. Docile people can become angry people can become reserved people, introverts can become extroverts, vice versa, and things like trauma have a way of completely changing a person's personality as well, in an instant. So not over 7 years, in 7 seconds. So yeah, it's definitely possible. I think introvert could be related to a lot of the type of things one shared. Can you elaborate a little bit on that, Scourge? That sounds very interesting. Henry, you're not an introvert. No, no, I don't think so. No, Henry, I think you're probably right. I think I'm more of an extrovert than an introvert. I do like my me time though. But I have to say, lockdown has not been friendly to my social side. Come on, let's do some damage. Come. There's no excuse for you not to get this. Oh wow, what on earth is that? My lag or him lagging or him actually being strategic? Come, just let him do it. Mark, do it. Mark, do it. There we go. I was about to say, if that little ally's got... I am so screwed. There's a dog. Mama. Come on. Let's do some damage here. I'm gonna go through real close. Yeah. So, if you guys were with me in the beginning of the stream, I took that dark class. I took that dark class out just to give it a bit of a test drive spin, and I realized that mortar, where it is completely uselessly inaccurate at range, if you manage to land a shot with that mortar, you do a world's damage. Ah, the 7-year itch, that's the word I was looking for. Interesting point, Henry. Introverts find other introverts if they can connect to things. I find that with a lot of my longer term friendships, it's usually around things that we relate with, and if we relate, then we relate quite deeply on those grounds. Yes, Henry, definitely. It's definitely been a while, but if you have a look at the figures of Brazil, then I'm very grateful for the way that things have been handled here. Although, that being said, remember now that it's actually a bannable topic of discussion for some reason in the stream, so yeah. Crazy stuff, man. Oh, I can hear that we're in for a sound bug again. Oh wow, I spoke too soon. Oh, actually just in time. Nine. I was finally having a good round. Come on, guys. Ooh, I'm alive. Ooh, I don't think for very long. Wow, that escalated quickly. Let's see. Let us take out our captain. That is, of course, the game would allow us. Easily connect on the bastion. Get people out quick. Oh, interesting. Get people out quickly. Interesting point there, Scourge. Yes, Henry, Alt F4. Can you help me find the button? I don't know where my Alt key is. Just point it out to me, please. Where? Thanks, Henry, for that one. Scourge, how's your ISP treating you? Is it still buffering, or has it managed to sort itself out? Are you gonna... No, you're not gonna bomb it. It's my bomb. Mine. That's my target. I think he'll steal me now. Oh, really? Was that necessary? Ugh. Ugh. Ooh, something with a big gun is shooting at me. Oh, it's the Tsukinawa. Ooh. Come on, one of those is got it. Ooh, snap. How's that? Get under that fire. Yes, these guys are good. Bloody hell. I say, another one down. Let's see if I can survive. No, if you have a look at what my plane looks like. I'm a dead. Yeah, no. It was just a matter of time before my wings started burning down. But hey, we managed to get 2 bomb top kills, so that was good. I'm happy with that. Let's take out this female fat boy and see if we can do any damage with it.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets. Aircraft.
It'll be very interesting to see if that makes a difference, Scourge. Do I have an O button? Can you show me my O button? Where is it? Just exactly? And my square? Please, man, don't swear at me. It's an Xbox, crying out loud. We don't have O's or X's. Oh, actually, I lie. We have an X. We have a Y and an X and an A and a B. We don't have squares. We're not squares and round pegs and square holes. No, but all jokes aside, there's an ever-increasing amount of games that support mouse and keyboard, and WarThunder is one of them. I would not be anywhere on the map if I had to try and play WarThunder with a controller. That's just impossible. Oh, come on, little motorbug, where are you going now? I can hear a bomber. Oh, that's not a surprise to anyone. I love the damage models to this game because, like, you don't just disappear off the face of the map. You actually sink and catch a line, and you can see what components in your ship was damaged. I'm sinking. Oh, there we go. Everybody with a PC says they're the master race. $960 experience. Come on, man. Come on, man. Although these itty bitty little bits of experience is probably adding up. 2,500 to go. We can do it. Let's add a experience booster to this game, and then hold on for dear life and try not to die. Controller has its place. I find that fighting games, I actually prefer controllers for driving games. I'm not gonna buy a big ass steering wheel. But the analog sticks in a driving game is much better than WASD on a keyboard. Yes, Scourge, I remember you said that you've got a controller for platformers and some other games.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
How's the music sounding still? You guys happy with it? Controller has its place. Oh, Injustice, yes. Now there's a game that I absolutely adore. I actually prefer the mobile version a bit more. It's one of those games that you kind of keep coming back to. I mean, it's superheroes, hello. And you know, I'm totally a fan of anything superhero. I am going to artillery strike. Let's go there. I think this round, if we play smart, we might be able to do a little bit of damage. There we go, first one down. Let's go ahead, slowly pop some gas. Doesn't look like there's a lot happening at sea because the artillery shells that I fired haven't hit anything. Where is everybody? Everybody, where are you? There's some smoke happening there. Ooh, hello. Good morning. Goodbye.
The enemy ship sank.
Oh, there's another one. Ah, sneaky decided to pop down some. Oh, look at those fishies on their way. Oh, get out of there. Get out. Ooh. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you for your corpse. That didn't come out the way I planned it. No. No. Okay, that was an ammo hit. Because that teeny tiny little ship does not do that amount of damage. Henry, okay, Scourge, I will definitely do a bit of a tweak on the music. Thank you for that. I would love to add some Linkin Park, but the thing is, on Facebook they don't permit any copyright music, even if you have permission to use it. They sometimes even mute my copyright-free playlists. Then YouTube, also you get copyright strikes from YouTube for playing music. Oh man, that didn't do anything. Oh, that did. Oh, that did nothing. Okay, cool. But we managed to survive. So if I can survive this onslaught for another 45 seconds, we could actually reload our cannons. Bombs. So there's no mainstream music that you can play, which is why most of the time you'll hear some form of no copyright EDM-esque. The evil Superman, yes, he is the best Superman. However, I personally have no time or patience for the Supermans. They feel big and clunky. Let's see, Scourge, please let me know how the new music volume is treating you guys. And there we go, we've got our 6 bombs again. Let's see if there's enough game and enemy left for me to try and get another bomber kill or two. Just really want to stay out of that guy's line of sight. I have to say that if we have to talk about Superman, the original Injustice, Red Sun, where you have the Red Sun Wonder Woman, the Red Sun, I think Solomon Grundy, and the Red Sun Superman. That was out of this world. Really? Did you just beat yourself? Ah, you killed frag steal. Although I was probably gonna frag steal him, so. Oh, he's coming for me. Is he? No, he's trying to avoid my bomb. Damn it. Good timing for him. And this MO4 has got my name. Definitely. Oh yeah, catch those. You're dead. Yo, there's nothing left of that. It's 100% my choice what I take, except for you to be able to take planes, you have to earn them. If I can, oh, I can feel something on my tail. No, 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 no. I'm going down. So planes cost not experience, SPs. I cannot for the life of me remember what SP stands for. Skill points. So you actually have to, as you skill points, spawn points. As you progress through the round and as you kill things and capture points, you gain skill points. Spawn points. And the more to be able to take out a plane, you have to have a certain amount of spawn points. Your first bomber is 650, your second one is 1300, your first fighter is 650, your second fighter is 1300. So they get more and more expensive as you go. So most games, if I play well, I can probably get one bomber, one fighter. But once again, because British fighters are completely useless low BR, yeah, it just doesn't happen. Terror of the Ocean. Okay, that wasn't a bad round. We put that research point booster on, so let's see what we get. So I can choose to go with 3 naval ships and not one plane, or I can choose to go naval, naval, plane, plane, naval. Look at that! Oh, I'm so glad we took that research point booster out, because we would have gotten 1.7, and now we got a whopping 3,500 research points. Now that just unlocked the Isles class. So remember the commitment I made to you guys? Gonna do it. Let's just see. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Okay. My word is my bond. Here we go. Okay. So what are we going? We're gonna research the flower. Bloemiki. Okay, now we're gonna start replacing. We can replace 3 of these ships. So I wanna keep the MGB. And I'm gonna replace the Vosper, the MTB, and the Fairmile. So let's do it. Okay, Dark class. What I'm going to do for you guys as well is I'm actually going to run through each of these ships in a little bit of detail, just give a little bit of an explainer of what each of these ships do, what they're armed with, the kind of ammo and armor that they have, and no, let's call it almost like a tutorial around them. Okay. Okay, so first on our 2.0 BR list, we have the Dark class, the FPB 1101. It's a battle rating 2.0. It has a 140mm mortar launcher in the front and a 40mm quick firing gun in the back. It's party in the front and the back here, I tell you. From an armor perspective, it's got nothing. It's just basically wooden structure, wooden superstructure. 15 crew, 73 kilometers an hour, nice and fast, 64 ton displacement. If you look at the X-ray, ooh, there is a ton of ammo in the front. You really don't want to get shot in the front. If you want to kill one of these things, you just kind of shoot in the front left hole. You're going to get an ammo rack. It's got your radio station, tons of fuel, 2 engines, steering gear. Oh, so if you shoot this thing in the back, it also becomes quite useless. So very fast, but auxiliary caliber gun. Really? What? I thought that's your auxiliary. Okay, that's an interesting. And there's another one. I wonder if there's modifications on this ship that you can unlock. Oh, there's depth charges. Okay, so that might be where they launched the depth charges from. So that's your Dark class. No, there's your depth charge launchers. That's very interesting. What are these? Oh, very, very interesting. Okay, then the Fairmile B. As I said, they decided to move the Hotchkiss cannon to the front and equipped it with 3 20mm cannons at the back. So this is really, really great. It's a much needed improvement on the previous Fairmile. That was atrocious. Had the Hotchkiss at the back and Lewis in the front. So. Also made out of wood, gonna burn 37 kilometers an hour, very slow, no armor. Ooh, there's a little bit of armor. Not that you can really count that as armor. 12.7 mil armor, and here you've got, it's basically a shrapnel splash plate, so not that impressive. X-ray. This is a very narrow ship, but also ammo is above the waterline, so you can really take this thing out. You can see though it's much bigger. A couple of engines. Smoke funnels. That's the other ammo. Okay, so you hit right in the front or right in the back and you'll take it out, but everything in the middle, this thing should be quite survivable, you know? If you take this thing sidelong, most of the time they'll shoot, so they'll take out your fuel tanks, they'll take out your engines, probably set you alight. But most of the time, with the majority of the guns sitting quite high, they won't hit your superstructure and they won't hit... maybe it's not a bad ship. And then we get to the Isles class. Now the Isles class is the first of our big steamboats. So sitting at battle rating 2.0, it has a 4-inch gun, which is a big improvement on that 3-inch Hotchkiss. 3 20mm located there at the back. And where's the other one? Where's Wally? There they are. 2 there at the front. And then they've got a whole bunch of Lewis turrets, which I think is not even worth looking at. Armor, splash plates. However, for the first time now, this hull is made out of steel. 6mm steel. Once again, really not worth writing home about. X-ray, you can see a massive steam turbine. Engine, transmission, smoke funnels, big fuel tank. Most of the ammo is in the front, so if you turn this thing sidelong, I think it could survive quite a few hits. If you face it forward solidly, you are bound to get ammo racked. Let's see if there are any planes. Fairmile B. Should we take the Fairmile B out first? Okay, so here we have a Sea Hurricane at 2.0 as a fighter. However, it has 7.7mm Browning machine guns. But I tell you what, let us take it. Just so that we have a new plane to play with. Alright, ladies and gents, we have our 2.0 lineup, and as promised, I will take it out. Thank you for sticking with. I hope that you guys have found this entertaining and educational. If you like what you see, make sure you follow so you can get notifications on when I'm streaming again. Check out my YouTube channel. It's also Rad Super Dad. Facebook. Starting a Facebook group as well. You can go there. There's no content there right now, but you can go there. You can check me out on Instagram and on Twitter, also Rad Super Dad. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and let's take the Fairmile out. So 4-inch is 47mm. Who knew? Really?
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Alright, cool. So we have our Fairmile B out. It is so slow. It's like, hello over there. Nice to see you. Bye. I'll join you guys in the next wave. Don't worry about it. Let's see how this gun fires. Oh, okay. Decent reload speed. I hope it does enough damage. Let's check this round out. A projectile mass of 1.5 kilograms, explosive mass of 200. Oh, okay. 270 grams of TNT isn't too bad. No armor penetration. 6 mil all around. Should we try and aim for that? Nope, that did not work. Although let's count that as the ranging shot. That's better. Is it going over? Nope. That was quite close, but now the seawall is in the way. I have to wait for this boat to come around. Ooh, we got a hit there. Okay, it's starting to slow down. I think it's gonna start reversing. Yeah, there goes the reverse. No man, come on. Let me hit you. Whoa! Ooh, there's a Vosper. Oh snap, look at that shot. That was impressive. Come on, hit the back. Hit the back. Ah, 9. Ooh, this big fat boat doesn't want to turn. Oh yeah, totally meant to do that. I hope you say 20 kills with all of the ships. Oh, this thing is not the fastest ship in town. Ooh, is it this thing again? Come on, I hit you. I hit you. Ah, ghost shells. Oh, okay. Let's take out our. There we go. 20 mils for the win. Thank you very much. Check, please. Alright, should we start going forward again for a change? Let's see if we can hit this sub chaser. Where are you firing? Oh, that is really high. I'll dig any damn. I'm trying to see where my bullets are landing. I think I need a bit more. Now I'm needing too much. Oh, that was close. I think he's turning away from us. Yes, he is. We're definitely unloading our rounds there, I can tell you that much. It's gonna be an expensive round to rebuy all that ammo. Oh, so close. No, we're away. Stay away, we're away. Just we're away, why don't you? Oh, we're quite close to sea. Let's go and catch this. Okay, so 3K is still a bit too far out. Yeah, I say that. I'm hearing heavy caliber rounds coming my way. Ooh, that thing gonna hit us. Come on, kill it with fire. Ooh, I got a critical hit on it. Come on, kill it with fire. Oh, the sound clip again. It's coming. It's going. Let's go. Aircraft destroyed. Oh, that Werway. I knew, like when I saw that name Werway, I just knew it was gonna come for me. I got 2 kills. That was good. Let's take out the Sea Hurricane. See what it's made of. Oh, dude, Scourge, you telling me that was such a sluggish little ship. Now I'm just waiting for guys in this game to stop throwing poo at me. It is slow. Yeah, it was a very slow ship. We're just waiting for our spawn. Hopefully the Sea Hurricane delivers. Okay. I thought my channel was family friendly, but the chat definitely isn't. I'm not talking about your chat, I'm talking about the chat I'm looking at right now. Anyway, any day now. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Yeah, no, I think there's a sound glitch again. It's probably gonna kick me out soon. Performance lag. Yeah.
No, there ain't no stopping us.
Let's take out that Isles maybe. Let's see what happens.
Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star.
Scourge, so premium players, if you have a premium account, then what that does is it allows you to earn about 50% more experience, and oh, that was an explosion on that. About 50% more experience, 50% more silver lines, and then yeah, it just literally makes the grind a little bit less painful. Without the premium account, I'd really say that this grind is just too painful. If you take the there's something not happening here. See if I can return to the hangar. No, you see, it's gonna cost me. Oh, we are live. Hello there. Progress, in the name of progress. So your premium account really helps you grind a bit better. Other than that, okay, just jump around, why don't you? Other than that, the premium account really doesn't do much of a difference. It's not, what a lot of people do is they buy premium vehicles. Now, if you just go out and buy premium vehicles, it actually gives you a disadvantage. Premium vehicles have the advantage of coming fully spaded, and they might be a better version of their. Oh, I have to go back up armored boat first of all. Yeah, but it's maneuverable. So your premium vehicles are usually better versions of your Tech G vehicles. And another armored. Ooh, somebody is trying to get me. Ah, crud. No, loss. The problem is this is a biplane, so it can survive. Premium accounts cost. Let me show you. So they cost you golden eagles. I'd say on special you can buy a year's worth of premium subscription for about $50. So if you look at, where is it now? Premium account. So it's in-game premium. There you go, Scourge. You can actually see. Sorry, was it Scourge? Yeah. So you can actually see the benefit here. You get double the research points in all game modes. You get 50% increased alliance in random battles. You get 100% increased reward for battle time in random battles. You get 50% increase in lines for all. So you get 50% increase for active actions, and then 50% overall reward. So you get a bit more money. That's good. You also get an increase in the limit of dynamic campaign missions, which give you a reward. So that's just campaign type of missions that you can play on the side. It allows you to ban maps, so your least favorite maps you don't actually have to play. I haven't banned any maps, quite frankly, though. It gives you 4 decal slots. Also, the biggest value for me is the fact that you get more experience, which just makes your grind better. You guys have now seen we've been playing for almost 2.5 hours now. With the premium account, we've managed to unlock 2 of those ships. Later on, these ships take hundreds of thousands of research points of experience. So if you want to take the game serious, I'd say definitely start off by buying 1 month type of subscriptions until they have their year special. It's usually around the end of the year and around the middle of the year. As you can see, I've got 364 days of premium, so I literally just bought my year subscription a couple of weeks ago. So buy a month here, a week here, until you get that special, then invest in that special. It just makes life simple. Let's take the dark class out this time. See how that 140mm WarThunder does. And it's faster. I really don't want that thermal again. It's low. Okay, yes. So I was speaking about the fully kitted out ship, buying that, it being a disadvantage. If you're a new player, there are certain things, like for instance leading a target, that you don't yet understand as a brand new player. Now what happens is, if you go and you buy a high level ship, you're actually shooting yourself in the foot, if you can excuse the pun. Not allowing yourself the same learning curve as somebody that starts at the bottom and works their way up. So you're literally you're starting to drive a Lamborghini without having driven a little crappy Golf yet. When you drive that little crappy Golf, you learn what the limits of physics is, and you learn how to stick to the road and what you can and cannot do. But now if you start off in like a big cruiser, you're gonna end up spending that explosion actually did some damage. Oh, this is nice. So you end up shooting yourself in the foot because you don't give yourself the opportunity to learn. What damage was that? You don't give yourself the opportunity to learn how to lead and where to shoot, like everybody else has the opportunity. So your skill level is way lower than that of your rivals, and that it serves as a disadvantage. If however you get a little bit of experience, they took that out now. This is quite a survivable ship. Did I say it was going to be survivable? I think I did. Come on, shoot, pew pew. Oh wow, I lost both my guns. Yes, but they're pummeling me. Maybe I should just ram. Damn. Speed kills smartass. Oh, that was fun. So yeah, Scourge, I hope that gives you a little bit of an understanding as to why I say just out of the box buying yourself a premium ship disadvantages you. Later on, definitely do it. They're collector's items. They are worth playing. They sometimes are better versions of their tech tree equivalents, What I would say is start on a tech tree, work your way down to the middle of that tech tree before you start buying yourself premium vehicles and planes. But from day one, this cannon, these 77s are useless. But I'd say really, no, sorry, I wasn't talking to you. From day one, get yourself a premium account, but I'd say work your way about halfway through whatever first tech tree you want. This is not gonna work, it's a metal bug. Look at how many times I'm hitting this thing and nothing. Yeah. Let's take our big boy out, the Isles. This should be interesting. It's got a 1 and 2 mil high explosive. 720. Oh, this should be fun. Oh, that's gonna be slow. If I reach the target before the end of this round, it would be amazing. Lob some rounds down range. Ooh, okay, cool. That high explosive round actually has got enough splash to hit the water and... come on. Did I just make a puncture hole in there? Ghost shells. Sorry, so for those of you that don't know what ghost shells are shells that look like they hit, that should hit, but don't. And they just magically vanish into the void. That is RNG.
Multiple strategic zones are captured.
And lag. Oh, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Oh, she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. It won't happen today. Or anytime soon. This is a big, fat sluggard. Eesh. So the Isle class is called the Isle class for a reason, because you might as well treat it as a bloody island. Oh really? You've played before? I remember something in those lines. Did you not actually play the British tree? Look, you have to, if you're gonna play WarThunder, you have to give it, I'd say, 2 or 3 months of like properly playing it and investing it for you to really start enjoying it, getting the maximum out of it. It does have a bit of a learning curve. You can pick it up and play it quite easily, but to really start maximizing your enjoyment out of the game, it takes a little bit of time. If you're a fan of things like, ooh, there's a torpedo in the water. If you're a fan of things like tanks and airplanes and ships, then you'll enjoy the game mostly for that, until you start suddenly enjoying the gameplay itself. This cannon and I are not doing much damage. You're reversing, yes you are. Oh, hit, not sink though. Are you going in behind cover now, are you? Ooh, incoming! Incoming! Where? Ooh, I just hit that biplane with a 102mm high explosive round. Ah, the poor bastard didn't have a chance. Come on, don't turn that far. Starboard. Ooh, where? Oh no! Lost. Oh, I'm in so much trouble right now. It's the end. And that's what happens with a torpedo issue.
Hey, smarty boy. Are you entertained? Are you entertained?
Thing. Let's take our big fat Fairmail out. I cannot be slower than the Isle.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
yeah, Scourge, I'd encourage you to pick up the game, have a look at it, especially if you have played it before. It's always fun picking it up again. Like I said, I actually... Ooh, I'm feeling that. Thank you very much. That is a Japanese fighter. Let's see if I can do anything to it. Come on, do some damage. Oh, there we go. Okay, didn't get it. Yeah, so like I said, I'd encourage you to pick up the game, give it a shot, play it until it bores you, if there's something better to play, then come back to the game. Now you see, what happened here was we actually had a really good round. So we played 2 of our ships, we got our Sea Hurricane, and well, the game is in the end now, but we managed to get 3 ships out and 2 planes out, and that's always a good round. And we finished first. I think that is a very good note to call it a night on. So I'm just let's see what we managed to unlock. Oh yes, we managed to get quite a nice batch of equipment. So I usually go for your tool set and your fire protection system first, just because it really benefits your gameplay very early on. Let's go for the armor piercing 20 more rounds. Ooh, that's a semi armor piercing round. That's not too bad. And there's a shrapnel round. I'd say let's just go with a fire protection kit. Alright, cool. So what we've managed to achieve tonight is we have managed to create an entire 2.0 lineup of the British fleet. We got our Dark class, we got our Fairmile B, and we got our Isles class unlocked. We've started researching them. We actually got 1 or 2 good rounds out. We spaded our Hampton, we unlocked the Sea Hurricane. So I think tonight we had a really good round. We got a lot done. See, we even got an activist award here. Really like it. So that's another thing. This game has lots of awards, give you perks and benefits, give you opportunity to unlock some skins and unlock some other value. Yeah, so I think we had a good round tonight. Next, we'll start working our way down the 2.3 BR range. However, for the foreseeable future, I think it's probably for the next 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be doing some tanks and some planes and helicopters. So please join me for that. I'll be streaming again on Thursday evening, 9 o'clock South African time, 7 o'clock GMT. And if you like what you see, please follow me so you can get a notification every time I go live. Check out my YouTube channel, and thank you everybody that joined. Hope you guys found it fun, entertaining, and educational, and I hope to see you guys later. Hopefully by the next stream I'll have some content on the back, so look forward to that as well. And if you guys have any questions or any comments, please leave them down in the comment section. Hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And share around. Sir, thanks a lot. So funny, Henry. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you. It truly made my evening. It was really fun playing with you guys and chatting with you guys. And I'd love to see you online again whenever you guys have the opportunity to join. And that is a wrap for us tonight. Thank you so much.
I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go. I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you want to travel, then go alone.